My goodness. Are we going down this path? Is this what we're doing? Because look, I've been on record as saying that Michael Jackson is my favorite artist ever. I just don't. No disrespect to all of the phenomenal performers and actors. Jesus, all the phenomenal performers and singers and songwriters and bands, etc., that I have reacted to, but I just don't think nobody's better than Mike. I'm sorry, nobody has ever commanded my attention the way Michael Jackson does. Now, why is that? I don't think I can tell you at this point. I really don't know. But Michael Jackson is just he's just one of a kind, and I do believe that his Jackson 5 / Jackson's period is what made him what he was as a solo act. And it's so crazy because, like, when you consider like the run that the Jackson 5 and the brothers had, like they were legends before Mike even went solo. Like like when you really understand how big of a group they were, when you think that, wow, Mike was able to eclipse that and be even bigger, it's like insane, because these guys were superstars. Honestly, I don't even really have to do research. You guys know that's kind of like that's what we do here on this channel. But again, I know so much about Michael Jackson and the Jacksons that I really don't have to do no research. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is the first time ever on this channel since I've been back 2 years ago where I am not gonna do research, because I don't need it. I really don't need it. I know everything I need to know about these guys. I love them. I am familiar with this performance. I've never watched the whole thing. I've only seen the "Who's Loving You" part and the I want you back" part. I've never heard "Stand." I don't know that song at all. So this is technically a first time reaction because I've never seen the full performance. Again, I've only seen those 2 songs. So and of course it's on the phenomenal, arguably the greatest TV show of all time, the Ed Sullivan Show. So I'm really excited to watch this, man. The Jackson 5 medley, "Stand," Who's Loving You, "I Want You Back" on the Ed Sullivan Show. Let's go.
Now here are 5 brothers from Gary, Indiana, ranging in age from 10 to 18. They're a sensational group. Here, the Jackson 5. So let's have a fine welcome.
Stand, in the end you still the way you do. When I've done all the things you set out to do. Stand by the cross for you to bear. Make you know when you're going anywhere. Stand for the things you know are right. If the truth makes your love high. Stand on the things you want are real. You refuse to believe and there is no deal.
Y'all gonna put some respect on Jermaine Jackson. Y'all gonna put some respect on all of them. Again, it's so crazy because of the heights that Michael and Janet hit. It's like people look down on the rest of the family as if they're not legends. Like, this is arguably, this is one of the biggest like, the Jacksons are up there with the Kennedys. Right? When you think about some of the biggest families known to man on the planet. They're up there with the Kardashians. You know, I shouldn't have brought them up, but they are one of the biggest families in the world. But like the royal family, the Clintons, the Kennedys, like the Jacksons are up there. Like the whole family are legends. All of them, everybody, from the oldest to the youngest, they're all legends. It's crazy. Y'all gonna put some respect on Jermaine Jackson. A lot of people don't put enough respect on his solo career. He had from what I remember, he had two really good albums in the 80s as a solo artist. The Dynamite one and another one. I forgot the name of it. But again, your brothers with Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, so it's like people talk down on Jermaine. Jermaine is him. Like, it's crazy, bro.
This ain't make no sense at all. Everybody say, huh, ha, yeah, 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 yeah. Huh, ha, yeah, 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 yeah. Huh, ha, yeah, 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 yeah. Stand!
Yeah, that I've never heard that song. I've never seen that performance. Boy, were they in sync, and boy, were they on point. You could tell. Yes, again, I'm very familiar with the Jacksons in this story. I know this was a performance that Joe Jackson, the father, I could see this being rehearsed a lot, and just a heavy hand was put on rehearsal, especially for that performance. Those dance moves, how in sync they were, you could tell they rehearsed that a million times, and they made sure to get it down pat. Like, you could just tell those moves and how in sync they were. That's not just a regular connection between brothers. They rehearsed that a million times until they got it right. You could tell.
I want to tell you a story about a girl I met at school one day during Sandbox. And we toasted our love during milk break. I gave her my cookies. So we fell out during finger pain. So one day, and that was Monday, and I stepped up to her and I said, when
like, what do you say? Like, what do you say to that? Like, bro, why, God, did you take Michael, man? Like, he's genuinely the only artist that I genuinely wish I saw in person. I envy every single person that got to see this man live, bro. I really do. I mean, come on, how old is he here? 8, 9 years old? Do you hear this?
pain. So one day, and that was Monday, and I stepped up to her and I said, when I had you, I treated you bad. Since you went away,
saying no. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Show you that I love you. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Let you go, baby. But now since I see you in his arms, I want you back. I do now. I want you back. Ooh, ooh, baby. I want you back. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want you back. Nah, 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 nah. Trying to live without your love. Well, sleepless night. Let me show you, girl, that I know what's right. Every street you walk on, I leave tear stains on the ground. Following the girl, I didn't even wanna ride. Let me tell you now, oh baby, all I need is one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh darling, I was blind to let you go, baby. But now since I see you in his arms,
Boy, I know Berry Gordy, when he saw these boys right here, he said, oh yeah, I struck gold. I mean, just imagine, right? Just take a gander. Let's really think. If Berry Gordy did not sign them to Motown. Now, we know they had a couple of record deals before, and, you know, they were working, and they were, you know, they was going to try to, Joe was going to get them somewhere. Joe was going to work, but just imagine if this did not happen. I mean, come on, man. I mean, kids just, I mean, I could give you, out of all the performances that I've seen on the Ed Sullivan Show, just on this channel, I can tell you now, there's really no performance I put over this one. Like, they kids, and they just, that level of maturity and just charisma and just, I mean, they got it. They had it. They had it, bro. I mean, it's just insane, man. I mean, that level of talent, that youth, those $1 billion smiles. I mean, the Jacksons are probably one of the more recognizable people in the world. Like, the Jacksons just have a look. Like, even now, like, you know, you got certain people in the family. Like, I think Jermaine was, like, married to a white woman. Like, even with all of that, like, when you see the Jacksons' children, they look like it's just a look. You could say, oh, you definitely, yeah, that's a Jackson. That's a like, they just got a look. You can just look at them and see it, right? It's, I mean, $1 billion smiles, the talent. I mean, good gracious, man. I mean, all of them. It's all of them. It wasn't just Michael or Jermaine. All of them. when you consider Randy and his story, how they almost kicked him, Joe almost kicked him out of the group, and he became the best. Some people say, I mean, I would disagree, but some people say Randy's a better dancer than Michael. That man could dance for real, Jackie and Tito. I mean, just talent, man. It's just unbelievable. I mean, and to do this on the biggest show in the world at the time, effortlessly, it really speaks to the hard work that they put in and just the natural abilities that they had. Iconic, man. Iconic performance. I've seen the clips from Who's Loving You and I Want You Back. I've never seen Stan. I've never heard Stan. So now I'm actually intrigued to hear. I don't think I've ever sat down and just listened to a Jackson 5 album. Now that I think about it. Probably need to change that, huh? But just incredible, man. Just incredible. And the fact that everybody that I know of is still going strong. Outside of Joe Jackson, he passed away recently, but I believe Miss Katherine Jackson she's still rolling. Janet, I heard she just had she's going to have a residency in Las Vegas. I heard the brothers were still doing live performances every now and then, and like still doing like arenas, which is like insane. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man. Crazy. The Jackson 5, man. Again, I can't believe look, if we're starting this journey, again, I really don't even need to do research on none of these. Once we go down this road, I mean, it's not too much y'all gonna be able to tell me. I know the Jacksons. I know them very well. So, but I'm really excited. If we here. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see more from the Jackson 5, the Jacksons, Michael, Janet, anybody. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that 75K giveaway. Until next time with the Jackson 5. Peace.